The American West has seen unprecedented wildfires this year in Washington State, Oregon, and California, which has seen the most total acreage burned. The glass fire is burning kind of in the footprints of Sonoma and Napa County. So there's over 475 physical wineries in Napa County with 700 separate grape growers. While Napa County only produces around 4% of all of California's wine grapes, they still account for $9 billion of the more than $30 billion that California brings in annually through its winemaking. So this region is incredibly important to the West Coast and to the wine industry. The scale of the damage in Napa County and Sonoma County is hard to assess because of the evacuated wine owners. But while the devastation is kind of hard to total right now, we can bet that it's probably worth millions of dollars lost. More than a dozen wineries in Napa and Sonoma County have reported damages to their vineyards or structures on their property. One of those wineries is the Napa Valley landmark, the Castello di Amorosa Castle. And while the castle still stands, a farmhouse adjacent to the castle was actually damaged, and that farmhouse was holding precious wine that the winemaker had been making for decades.
A building that's about 11,000 square feet, it burned to the ground. And in that building, we had a warehouse with about 120,000 bottles of wine. It's all gone. I have to say, it wasn't all of our wine. Most of our wine is in the castle, which was untouched, but still thousands of gallons of wine. The wine value alone was about $5 million at retail. It's like a bad dream, and I'm hoping I wake up and this never happened. I couldn't believe that the fire would ever consume a brick and stone building.
The wine industry as a whole is going to be greatly impacted by the American West wildfires this year. Wineries in the American West and in California in 2020 were already facing major losses just due to having to close tasting rooms and close wineries due to COVID-19 restrictions. And because of the wildfires in Napa County and Sonoma County, a lot of the wineries aren't going to be able to use 50% of their grapes and some even more. And so that's only tacking on to the losses already felt by the pandemic in 2020. We're going to see effects probably for 2 or 3 years because the 2020 vintage probably wouldn't even be ready until around 2023. So that's when a lot of these wineries are going to start seeing big losses is years from now.